What's up guys, it's Jen, and today we're gonna do a fun little chit chat and get ready with me kind of thing. I want to talk about my goals for 2019. I actually don't know what they really are yet, so I figured I'd talk through them with you guys while I get ready. Why not? And then we can kind of discuss in the comment section below each other's goals. You guys can share yours, vice versa. I don't know, I used to never really think the whole thing about goals was really important for the new year, but I really do want to try to set at least 5 for myself and try to achieve them small. They don't have to be big, just small ones. I feel like then I'm better set up for success. And one of them is learning how to French braid, because I don't know how, and it really bothers me because sometimes I just want to French braid my hair and I can't. So that's one. I know it's not monumental or really life-changing, but I feel like it could change my life a lot. I don't know. All right, cat ears are on, so I mean business right now, okay? We're gonna start with underscoring the brow. I'm gonna be using our Shape Tape Contour Concealer in the shade Fair, and I'm gonna use that to just kind of sculpt and shape my brows so they look a little bit more defined. So I'm just gonna do a little dab just like that, 3 little dots, not too much because we don't wanna go overboard. Then I'm gonna take a dense flat brush just like this to go in and sculpt and shape the brow. My brows have been a little out of control lately. I just kind of been growing them out and they're just a little unruly, so it's just nice to clean them up and make them look a little bit more tamed. All right, now we're gonna move right into our Tartlet in Bloom palette. I'm gonna be taking that shade Sweetheart, and I'm gonna pop this all over my crease and right along my lower lash line. Love this color, it is so pretty. It's just really nice and really universal, and I just feel like it gives your eye shape a nice natural shadowing, so it gives it more definition and it just looks really, really pretty. Now using the same palette, we're gonna pick up a little bit of that shade Activist and Rebel. We're gonna mix them, and we're gonna pack this on the outer corner of our lid. Now we're gonna pick up a fluffy blending brush, and we're just gonna softly buff this in and blend it out up into the crease and towards the center of the lid. I have to say, there is nothing I love more than a soft brown smoky eye. I feel like they're so pretty. They look very natural. Sometimes black is just too harsh, you know what I mean? So I just like browns. I feel like they're a little bit more natural and more forgiving. All right, now for the fun part. We're gonna use our brand new Sea Glass liquid eyeshadows. I'm gonna be using the shade Sweet Life. Look how pretty this is. I'm gonna swatch it. Sorry, I really struggled at swatching that. I just couldn't see what it was doing, so apologize, but let's get this baby on the lid and get rocking. We're just applying it from the inner corner of the lid, bringing it towards the center, but not all the way. Now using a pencil brush, I'm just gonna softly buff this out so it just fades nicely into that darker shade. Now we're gonna do the same thing right along the inner corner of the lower lash line. How beautiful is this? Is this not the most beautiful liquid eyeshadow you've ever seen? I'm just obsessed with these. I absolutely love them. They stay put. They do not move. These babies don't crease. They just lock to your lid and they look fab. Now it's time to line and define with my favorite Tarte Double Take eyeliner. We're gonna be using the liquid pen line to create a really nice, gorgeous wing. I like to start from the tail of the wing, working inward. That way I can kind of gauge how big the tail is gonna be and I've got more control. I seriously cannot say enough good things about this liner. I just love it so much. It doesn't bleed, it doesn't run, it stays put. I'm gonna come in so you guys can see how good this looks, because we're gonna move on to lashes next, but first let's admire the liner. All right, now before we jump into lashes, let's talk about one other goal for 2019, and it's gonna have to be cutting back on the amount of quick check coffee that I drink. I love quick check coffee. I hate Starbucks. I hate just regular coffee. I do a quarter of coffee in mine. I usually get like the chocolate macadamia flavor. And then the other 75% is from the cappuccino machine. And I just like to do that. It's probably not healthy. There's probably so many more calories, but you know what? I don't care. It tastes really good. And for 2019, my goal is to just cut back on how many I have a week because I kind of have them every day. They say coffee stunts your growth. I think I'm done growing anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna try to cut it down to like 3 a week. All right, now we're going to enhance our lashes with a pair of our Tarte Pro cruelty-free lashes in the style Man-Eater. I love this style. I just feel like it looks really fun and flirty, and they just look really full and like just fierce, and I just love them so much. So let's get these babies on. I have to use my fingers because I let my friend Pam borrow my Tarte lash tool and she never gave it back. Pam, I'm coming for you. All right, now we're gonna finish off this eye look with a couple coats of my favorite Lights Camera Lashes 4-in-1 mascara. I just love this mascara. I don't know, it just makes my lashes look incredible. It lengthens, curls, conditions, and volumizes them, and I just love it. I really do. And for 2019, I will not be changing out my mascara, I don't think. Or will I? Now I'm gonna do our brand new Tarte Pro Glow and Blush Palette. I'm gonna use these 2 shades right here for contour and blush. I like to just mix them and like customize my own shade, and we're also killing 2 birds with 1 stone, or 2 birds with 1 brush. Look at those cheekbones. Where have you been? Tip that jaw a little bit too. And a little on the forehead, just a little. Ooh, I love this. It's very like rosy, like in from the cold. I really like it. Really nice. All right, we're going to move on to Shape Tape and then lip, and then we are done. But before we move on to Shape Tape, another resolution. I'm going to try and incorporate more color into my makeup routines because I kind of tend to reach for those more neutral colors. I'm just a sucker for neutral, especially lip. So I gotta change that up, even though I'm using a more neutral lip in this tutorial, but hey, baby steps. So taking our Shape Tape Contour Concealer in the shade Fair, I'm just gonna pop a little bit right under the eye. Get the forehead right here and the chin. All right, let's blend this baby in. Look at that. It just makes your like cheekbones pop, and it's like a nice matte natural glow. There's no shimmer. It's completely matte, and it's just so pretty. Just want to be careful around your shadow. Just softly. This is why I love this Quickie blending sponge, because it has this sharp tip so I can easily get in under the eye area and I won't mess up my makeup. I know most people like to do their concealer first, but I've been loving adding the Shape Tape at the end because it just gives this gorgeous radiant finish. Look at this. I'm in love. All right, it's time to finish off this look with a lip. So I'm gonna be using our Tarte Quick Dry Matte Lip Paint in the shade Exposed, but I'm also gonna be using the shade Pillow Talk as well. I'm going to apply Exposed all over the lip, and then I'm gonna pop a little bit of Pillow Talk right towards the center for a nice little highlight to give my lips a more fuller appearance, because who doesn't want that? All right, Tartlet, so there you have it. I actually really like this look because even though it's more on the natural side, I just like that. And I feel like this is like a very romantic look. This is like a perfect date night look. All right, well, for my final resolution for 2019, it's kind of like part 1, part 2. Part 1 is to eat a lot better. I know that people say that every year, and it's not about losing weight for me. It's not about anything like that. It's just about giving my body what it needs to thrive and perform at its highest potential. And I feel like sometimes I eat a lot of breads, a lot of sugars, and while like it's not so bad, but I feel like I could definitely be doing a lot more for myself and making healthier decisions when it comes to what I'm putting in my body. And part 2 would have to be, I think this is something we all kind of do, whether we realize it or not, but I used to go to Instagram for like inspiration and just to get really creative and want to share my life and my happiness with my friends. But it's turned into me comparing and measuring my success based on other people's lives that they're posting on Instagram, and That's really not healthy. It's really not a good way to live at all. And it's not so extreme. I just catch myself here and there and I'm like, oh, damn, you know? Like someone gets a new house or a new car, I'm like, I would really like to drive a Mercedes right now, but I'm not. And that's okay. That doesn't mean I'm not successful. That doesn't mean I'm not happy. I think success and happiness is measured on so many different levels. I think it has to do with what's at home and, you know, what you're doing with your life. And if you're feeling good about who you are and what you're doing, I think that's how you have to measure things. I'm not sure, but for me, that's what I'm gonna focus on. And I'm just gonna catch myself when those things happen and remind myself, what is great about my life? I know what's great about my life, but sometimes, you know, it happens when you're just scrolling through the feed, you get lost sometimes, and I'm a victim of that. So I'm gonna work on that for 2019. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and until next time, mwah, take care, Tartlets.